Good morning and welcome to another live Fiberific live craft and chat. My words just stopped working. It's been frazzly here this morning. My plan went out the window. Psh, gone. Window plan gone. I was all hyped up and ready to go, and I got a notification yesterday that a parcel had arrived, that something was in my PO box, and the only thing I've ordered lately is my Snyder spindles. So I was just like, right, this morning I'm going to make sure I get to the post office so I can unbox my Snyder spindles. And it wasn't Snyder spindles. It was just something that had gone to the wrong PO box. And it was so disappointing. Just so disappointing. So on that note, how's everybody going in the chat? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is everything looking good from your end? We had some internet issues this morning. If you were in the chat earlier, you saw that I was running cables and all sorts of things. I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference or not. We'll see. We'll see. There's lots of conversation happening in the chat. I'm going to see if I can change to, here we go, comments. There we go. Everyone's chatting about their projects. So, I mean, you've probably already done it, but I've missed them. So I'm just having a look. Freaky's the only one who's Game Winner says so much sadness. Yes to all. Jackie Doyle has got a grumpy, angry face. Oh, here we go, John. Yes, I hate it when I'm expecting something and I just get the wrong mail. Yeah, this is someone who's been getting their post sent to my PO box that's been my PO box for the last 5 years. So I'm not sure what they're doing with their mail. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad to hear that you can all see me and hear me. If it gets shaky, I'm really sorry. There's not really a lot I'm going to be able to do about it. I have pretty well exhausted my options. Jackie, I assumed that your grumpy face was at the post, because that was my face this morning. When I opened up the PO box, I was expecting it to be a card to grab a parcel, and it was a letter, and I was just like, I don't get letters in this box. All I get is parcels, and I'm just like, oh no, this is not fun. Then when I saw the name, it wasn't even my name, and I was just like, oh. So I jumped back in the car and I came home to find that the internet has just gone all jiggery pokery. Okay, so last night Tim and I were talking just about, stuff as husbands and wives and people who live together want to do. And I just was just like, what's going on? It's Thursday tomorrow. And he went, I know, it's crazy. So it's a bit crazy. And Knit Spin Girls are saying it's a bit blurry for her, but the sound is fine. Just go, I don't know what device you're on, but there should be like 3 dots somewhere where you can choose a video quality. Sometimes YouTube decides a different video quality than what you want. So we stream in full 1080p. And so, you might want to check to see it may not tell you exactly which stream it's giving you anymore because it's changed its settings in there. Now it'll just give you the option to go better. Unless you choose, I think there's a more option, and that's where you have to go and choose your 4K option now. But I think you get all your options in there anyway. Oh, everyone's like, husband and wife speak. What? Bit soft focus, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, I haven't changed anything with the focus. I mean, I don't think I have. It's autofocus, so I haven't changed anything. All right. So, I'm still working on my queen. I just, thought I'd show you that. I'm still working on the queen. Oh, I've just realized something I forgot to check this morning, and on my frazzlements is I haven't checked the top-down camera, and I might have to make some adjustments because it does not like these colors at all. Like, they look schmick and amazing on this camera, and on the top on this camera, they're not looking the greatest. So yeah, it's not the greatest. Gabby has got some happy nut mail waiting for her when they get home. Just left work. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I hope your happy mail is not disappointment mail like mine was. Jackie says, I haven't looked at the video, but I'm listening whilst working. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you guys. You sneaky guys who watch while you're at work or listen while you're at work. I appreciate you because, like, it's insane. But I definitely appreciate you. Definitely. Okay, so yeah. So you know how we're talking about, you know, like setting up a third camera angle, making it all fancy. I'm actually considering just buying the better camera for this angle. And then moving this guy over here because, like, look, you know, I've still got him there. He's still there. Let me see. Clickage. See, look, it's still there. Hi, other camera. So I think I might have it set a bit high at the moment. But anyway, so that's the other camera angle that I've been playing with. So, like, look, there's my T. And here's my project and my desk. And you can see that my keyboard is still in the way because I might have to change some things. So yeah, so that's where we're at. But I've been considering changing this to a better camera so that we can get some crispier colors because crispy colors are the thing, right? Just having a quick look in the chat here. Bob Curran says that that she'll be lurking while she's cooking for the mustering team. Awesome. What are you making the mustering team? Andrea, welcome to the chat. It's been ages. You're working on your queen as you watch as well. How many people are still working on their queen and have pulled it out for today so that you can work on it together? Hopefully we don't confuse each other about where we're up to and things like that. Jackie says, John says, I watched the Good Loop CGO live this morning while I was at work. Boss sitting next to me didn't say a peep. What would they say? Really? Like, why are you watching a crochet guild event? Like, what are they going to say? Other than, you know, like, you're fired. Jackie says that watching at work keeps me sane. I might need to move my chart location. Okay, so if I'm on that angle, I need to move my chart location. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you letting me know. We could see very clearly over there in the back of that overhead shot. So I appreciate you letting me know because that I would get in trouble for that. Boxel says it feels like I'm spying on you, like on that other angle, like because I'm watching here and you're, yeah, spy. Kathy says that my queen is done and gone. Kathy, you are awesome. Sandy says I'm doing alterations today, my other job. How many jobs have you got, Sandy? Oh, my goodness. Marion, it's so good to see you in the chat. It has been ages since we've seen you. And, sourdough pancakes. Oh, just sourdough pancakes for Smoko. Nothing fancy. Can we come to yours? Like, how long would it take us to get there? Gamer says that I could see it, but not the fine detail of the chart. That's all right. I'll make sure that if I'm going to move that, I'll try and, because I need it kind of there, because I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, I forgot my glasses. So I'm in squinty mode today, so I can read everything. Because I could run in to get them, but then I have to deal with Louis. And Louis is in a mood. Louis is all like, oh, why would you shut the door when you go to the bathroom? Wah, scratch on the door. And because I yelled at him to stop scratching on the door, he just started banging the door, like bang. Bang. I don't know what he was doing to it. It was just like hitting it with his head or something. I have no idea. But there was no claw noise. It was just the door rocking in its door thing. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, Louis. And then when I was going backwards and forwards running the cable, he was so ticked off. So I really don't want to go in there and get them, honestly. I did. I forgot my glasses and my crown. I pulled my crown out as well. It's been folded flat, so it's got a crease in it. But I do need to look at that. Oh, Marion's off to Bendigo today. Oh my gosh, Marion, I hope you have an amazing time while you're down there. Boxelf says we are all queens. Yes, we are. No queen for Chaos Creator. Goodness me. Okay, so what am I doing? I am doing something. He wanted to protect you from the evil toilet paper. See all those bad habits I've created. What bad habits? What did I create? Hello, Gentile. Welcome to the chat. You could make a new crown. I totally could. I have a cricket right here, and I've got all the paper and stuff. I could totally make one, but I'm not going to. You have the technology. Oh my goodness. Oh no, Leanne. I mean, I'm glad you could be here with us, but I'm sorry that your plans are being cancelled. That's terrible. All right, so what I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm going to have to check this camera angle. So bear with while we change camera angles. It could be dodge. Oh yeah, it's a bit on the blown out side. Let me just move that out of the way. Okay, let's have a play with some camera settings. The first thing I like to do in my camera settings is turn off the autofocus because it drives me insane with its little like focus, not. So we're going to configure the video. Turn off the autofocus, turn off the auto exposure, bump up the auto exposure by 1. So it's not doing any of that stuff. All right, now let's fix the focus. Fix. One more. There we go. Focus is fixed. But we might actually just take some of that saturation of those colors, just a dash, so it's less blurry. It doesn't make the colors as nice if I take out that much. It's just, yeah, it doesn't like this much color, honestly. It's all like, where, have a whinge, where. Okay, look, that'll do us. We're not blowing up the camera or anything like that, so that'll have to do. All right, back to the chat. All righty then. I honestly thought I was up to orange today, but I'm not. I'm halfway through a purple row. I must have done more. I'm going to switch over. Look, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to switch over to the camera just so you guys can see how big my thing is. My blanket. I'm going to show you how big my blanket is. All right. Okay, so that much. And that much again. It's 2 meters wide. So you just have to, do some stuff. I'm going to flip this camera angle back to there so I can put the pattern back up so I know what I'm doing. Oh, come on, pattern. Do not be a douche canoe. Nobody likes a douche canoe, honestly. A douche canoe is worse than a douchebag because it's bigger. It holds more. Oh, before I get started on working on my queen, did you guys want to see where I'm up to with my little Aurora the Unicorn? Just out of curiosity, just seeing. Knitspin Girls had to cancel her trip to Spendigo, trying to console herself, saying it won't be as good without Fiberific and Charlie. There's actually a lot of stall holders not going. And, yeah, with the Victoria New South Wales border now closed, it's going to close a lot of people. John says, I'm overexposed. Did I fix that between the time that I was overexposed and where I'm at now, John? I don't know. Chintamani is not able to watch today because she is off. Chaos Creator has to pop out. Yeah, your hair seems like straight. So yesterday I had my hair done. So look, there's red bits. Hang on. I'll go to the me cam. So there's red bits. Look, I put some red bits in. Nothing too dramatic. But yesterday at the hairdressers, they blow dried everything like super straight. And I was just like, yeah, that's not me. And so I said to Kim last night, I'll see what it looks like once I wash it and like just let it do its thing. And this is it, how it's done its thing after like the merest of mere stuff. Like I went like this and threw the back up into a ponytail. That's it. That's all I've done. That's about how I do my hair. There you go. Fashion by Chantel. Hair styling by Chantel. Ponytail. Done. Good. Let's go. All right. She's a big queen. She is a big, big, big queen. Absolutely. So this queen is going on my queen size bed. And I like blankets to not just sit on the top, but I like them to drape over the sides a little. I mean, not hit the floor or anything, but I'm a big lady. When I roll on my side, it creates a big, like, arch in the blanket. So I like to still be able to let my husband have some sometimes. 2 meters wide. Yeah. How long does it take to do me row? I timed it. I popped it into the fun zone. I think it was about, so when I'm just crocheting, it was a row like 100, like 20 or something like that. It was a second chart row. And I think it was about 17 minutes. Is that right? Someone popped it into the chat, but yeah, just under an hour during a live. Takes me a lot longer. Oh yeah, Kathy's popped it in, just 17 minutes. There you go. Marion's going to be wearing her rainbow socks that she made. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Kim says she gets told she's a tad overexposed all the time. Oh, wow. Knitspin Girl says, I'm a brush and go girl, can't be bothered faffing with my hair. Yeah, I got other stuff to do. Also, once I sort of brush it and do even more, it looks worse. So when I touch it, it's worse. So, you know, why would I make it worse? Honestly, why? Why would I make it worse? You should have seen it this morning before I put it into a ponytail. I've come out into the lounge room and my daughter's like, oh my God, Mum, what did you wash your hair with? And I've looked in the mirror and it just went, because I've got, my hair's a bit curly, and it was just like all around, like, so yeah, that was a bit insane. Jen says, that's about what I do, 20 minutes a row. I didn't know I could crochet as fast as you. There you go. You can. Absolutely. Kathy says, I need DPNs. What kind should I get? Well, Kathy, from a particularly biased standpoint, I would highly recommend the ChowGoo DPNs. They have a really nice 6-inch stainless steel, and you've got your stainless steel interchangeables, so you would probably like their stainless steel DPNs. Just throwing that out there. So yeah, you can buy them in the set, or you can buy them individually. So you can buy one set, one size, and decide if you like them before you go ahead and buy heaps. Chaos Creator says, you shouldn't have washed it last night. If you got colour yesterday, you're supposed to wait a couple of days. I know, but it was doing my head in, and I had a reaction to something at the salon, and so I had to, yeah, I had to wash my hair last night. And you're right, you are supposed to wait a couple of days, but I had to, because, you know, I usually do wait a couple of days, but not this time. So yeah. Chaos Creator says, don't get DPNs, because I'm not reading that out word for word. Get the blue shorties. I personally am blue shorties team. I love the blue shorties because I've got Kim's. I should probably buy myself a set. I use them enough. So yeah, like, but they're very short. So, because I like a circular, I prefer definitely the proper size circle versus a magic loop. I don't like a magic loop. And so it's good for that. But I mean, if you want DPNs, you can do DPNs. Can I do the top of a hat with blue shorties? If you went like, how do I describe this? If you had 2 sets of needles, you could do it, but not with one. So yeah. So because with the blue shorties, I mean, I just reach over and get them. Hang on, because they're just here somewhere. There they are, right here. Oh look, to remind me to give them back to Kim. I actually think I've still got some in a project, so that they're not all in here. Because with the blue shorties, you get 2 of each size. So there's 2 4mm tips, 2 375. So the blue shorties are good for the 3.5 to the 5mm, and red shorties are the what are they? 2.75 to 3.5. I want to say. I could be wrong. Actually, they might go smaller even. But anyway, so you do get 2 sets. So set it up on 2 lots of cables. Give me back my shorties. Yeah, so you can make up 2 sets. So with like your extra cables and stuff, you can totally set up 2 and then do half your stitches with one cable and the other half with the other. And that's how I would do it, because I'm not the biggest. Look, some people love DPNs and they love them, love them, love them. And some people don't. And I'm in camp don't. I'm a circular girl and I prefer to get the right size circulars for the job. Okay. I feel Kim feels naked without them. Okay, Kim. I think I've actually now officially had them longer than you've ever had them for. Is that right? I mean, that sounds about right. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this. I've got to work out exactly where I am in the chart. It's a very tricky one, this one. Do you know what, you guys? I was freaking out last week. Like, to the point where I was like, everyone's telling me the second chart is hard. The second chart is way harder than the first. The second chart's harder than the first. It's so much harder than the first, right? So I'm like sitting down watching Tina's video on the second chart because I'd done a few rows last week in the live stream, and I'm like, I got off the live stream and I'm like, that was not hard. That was not hard. I've done something wrong. I have to have done something wrong because that was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And everyone told me second chart's way harder than the first, right? So I had that in my brain. It was just like, it was totally in my brain. Anyway, so I was like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? So I did. I sat down with Tina's video and stepped through like 3 or 4 rows that I'd already done to double check I hadn't stuffed up anything and had to sort of pull back. And because it was so much, I actually think the second chart's been easier than the first chart, personally. And so I was just like, okay, this, oh, look, Andrea says the same thing. Andrea says the second chart is easy. Yeah. And so I'm like sitting here thinking, I have done the wrong thing. This is not right. This can't be right because everyone's saying the second chart is hard. So, and like considering it took me, 9 months to do the 3 repeats of the first chart because I was so bored, honestly. I had the first few months off just because it was too hot to work on it because it's a very big project, as you saw just before. And then I just didn't pick it back up because I was doing other things. So, yeah, that's right, Leanne. The second chart's not hard. It's just different. And it is different. And anyway, so I was sort of just going through it and trying to work out what I'd done wrong. And then I realized, no, you're just enjoying it. So I kicked back and did a whole pile more rows. So, yeah, I'm loving it. I'm stalling because I can't read the chart without my glasses. Hang on a second. I've just got to bring it a bit closer. So it's 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, I should probably change to the right camera angle. There you go. You can see what I'm working on. I've just got to shuffle some things around because the middle of my desk is here, but the camera's not in the middle of my desk. So I've got to work out a way to support all the blanket across the tables because I have got multiple tables here. So, and I don't want it just piling onto the floor because then I'll be pulling on it, and that's not my favorite. Leanne's saying here, I'm just, my mouse is too far away now. Love the effect of the second chart as well. Me too. I'm really enjoying it. So I popped in just a couple of stitch markers. One fell out, but it popped in a couple of stitch markers just so I could double check where, what I was doing right or wrong in the charts and then continue on before I got too far into it. And so, yeah, so I'm really enjoying where this is going now. And I think because the other problem that I had is I'm not a big fan of this color. The red was okay. This persimmon color, I mean, it's fine. It's a good step to the orange, but then we go orange and then we're going yellow. And so, yeah, so we've got some good colors coming up as well. Jen Deal is saying that chart 1 and 5 are never ending. Chart 2, 3, and 4 are faster, but chart 2 and 4 are tedious because there's a lot of different detail. Yeah, I think I'm starting to come up to that detail now. But I'm not struggling with it like I was before. Yeah. Andrew's saying I work 2 rows at a time so I don't get bored, keeps my brain busy. So are you running, just so I can understand, you're running like you're doing a bit of your purple and a bit of your orange, sort of like run through, do this bit of orange and then pick up your hook and catch up. And then is that what you're doing? Is that how you're doing 2 charts at once? Enjoying it because it's cooling out. I think so. I think that's a big difference. I think the temperature is a big difference. My mouse is too far away. I wonder if it'll just work on my table. I mean, it does. I don't know if it'll be good. But it's just on the table now. My cup of tea is too far away. So today's tea, everybody, I'm just checking how trash inside my cup looks. We have mint slice from Tea from Talia yet again, because last week I went with the French Earl Grey and I definitely missed this one. So back into the mint slice tea. It really does feel like it's not like that you're drinking chocolate. It just feels more minty, but with like an aftertaste, that smooth chocolateness. Yum. Yum, yum. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2. And then, hang on a second. This could be really bad, you guys. I may have to run in and grab my glasses. I don't really want to and deal with Louis, the little monster. He'll be all sad. I'm surprised he's not yelling at me out the door. When he knows I'm home, he gets miffy if I don't let him out now. I think he's like, I'm a big boy. I can come outside, but the chicken's out. So we can't trust him with the chicken because he's not trustworthy with the chicken. He drags her around. He doesn't like bite her, but he's like, hey, come and check out this ball. And he drags her over to the ball. And she just sits there looking at the ball like, and Tea for Talia link. Thank you. Kathy's saying, go get your glasses. Oh, I'm surviving, Kathy. I'm surviving. I might even just, if I bring that down, I can lean this back a little. I'm just on the wrong angle here. Everything's wrong. I'm supposed to be like this. That's what it is. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm working on my queen, obviously. I'm also working on, when I need a break from the queen, I have been working on my Aurora the Unicorn, and that got put off for a while because I got up to a point where I was trying to follow the instructions, because my very first one of the is my very first one of Erina's patterns that I've been working through. So I've helped her teach a class on it. So I got to see other people working on one, but I'd never worked on one. So I was like, okay, I want to do this. And so I wanted to do it in the exact order that the pattern was written, just because I do that for my first pattern. I jump around and do other stuff later. But for my very first one, I like to do it in the exact order because there could be a reason for that order. Anyway, working along, realized I don't have eyes, so I had to go and buy eyes. If I had have kept reading, I would have realized I also needed my black floss, so I didn't go out and buy the black floss, but I ordered the eyes. They arrived. Hello, amazing eyes. That's a bit close. There we go. So these are the amazing eyes. And then realized I put the eyes in, and the very next step was, okay, now before you put the safety caps on the back, stitch in the eye definition. I was just like, oh no. And it took me days to get to Spotlight to go and fix that. How does he drag her? He drags her by her tail feathers. So he sort of gets his mouth on the back of her tail feathers and gently, it's kind of gentle, but at the same time it's not, because she's a little old chicken. Kathy says I put it in all caps so you could read it. Thanks, Kathy. So now I'm going to work on both. So now what I'm going to work on now that both my now what am I going to work on now that both my shawls are done? I'm not interested in any of my whips. Well, cast on a new pattern. I'm not the person to ask this. Kim says following patterns on the first run through. Yeah, I know. Novel approach. I don't know, Kathy. Like I'm definitely not the right person to ask that, because I'm just like, just do something else. So I do have Aurora. I did bring Aurora out with me. So if you guys want to see Google Zoom 200%. The screen is fine, okay? So I can read the screens. Okay, that one's probably a dash far away, but I can read this one no problems, which is where all the chat is. It's the chart I'm struggling with. So, yeah. Oh, no, you should totally take a photo of the Chicky and Louie walkies and post it in the fun zone. I'm normally like freaking out, like, oh, let go of the chicken. I'm just running around like chasing him away from the chicken. So we try to timeshare the yard like we did when Snowy was a puppy. So Louie gets to go out first thing in the morning because we shut the chicken door at night. So Louie gets to go out first thing in the morning and he gets to run off some energy and come inside. And then after school run, like when I first get home, I let him back out again just because he's all like, oh, I missed you. Oh, I need a stick or half a tree to bring into the house. And so he does that. And then when he takes that inside, I close the door and I go and let the chicken out. And she gets to be out for most of the day. Louie gets to come out. He's crying in the house. Louie gets to come out for little walkies throughout the day, but supervised. And then in the afternoon when the Chookie goes to bed, then Louie gets to come out and have free reign again. I've been having the what to do now issue as well. So have you guys all made Tina's zipper case? Because that's the next thing I want to make. After I finish this, I'm going to jump straight into that. So I'm like, come on. Oh my gosh, all those amazing tops that Casey's making. Casey has been knitting the most beautiful tops and I'm inspired. But I don't know what I want to make it out of is my problem. I don't know what I want to make it out of. You kind of need to follow the pattern with the Amy though if you want it to look like the thing in the picture. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's because you're talking about it. That's probably what it is. John says, I'm going to be making the zipper case for my hooks next. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I use this one for my hooks. Fiberific, if you want your own Fiberific goodies, you can just go to redbubble.com and not have to make it and fill it with, oops, there's a hook stuck in the way. Hang on. Get out of the way, little hook. There's a hook butt. Oh, there's two hook butts. Oh, yeah, this is a great ad, isn't it? Oh, stick your hooks in here. No problems. There we go. These two guys, they're in the way. It's because they're up the wrong way. Okay, there we go. I feel better now. So, yeah, so what have I got in my hook case right now? I have a pen and a pile of hooks and some more hooks and that. And scissors. So, yeah, just a few things in my little tiny pencil case. So, scissors back in. Oh, hello, scissors, closing up. Nice stabby bits. In you go, little hooks, pen, thing. Okay, that's what I put in mine. Shameless plug. Okay. I have all the stuff for the zipper case, but I'm just blah. I understand that feeling. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. There's no reason. There's no rhyme. I just don't feel like it. So maybe have a troll or like, do you definitely feel like making something? Because sometimes you need a break and you need to walk outside or you need to go and look at something else. But if you definitely are like, I need to make something because I'm like craving to make something, maybe hit Ravelry if you can or wherever it is that you go for your patterns. And maybe you'll be inspired by something different. Jen, do you knit? Like, are you just a crocheter or do you also have other crafts? So maybe do a different craft? I don't know. Looking like the thing in the picture is highly overrated. I mean, it depends. My hooks are in the hook roll that I made. Oh, there you go. Ruth is knitting a baby Snuggie. Nice. Kathy says that the Tina peeps are making zipper cases by the hundreds. They are so pretty. See, like the advantage that I have, I've got to check something. I think there's a curry here. But the advantage that I have is that I have 11 million zips and zip things. So I can make my zipper case whatever length I want. Guys, I am just going to pop you onto the Be Right Back screen and just check to see if this courier is here. So I'll be back soon. back. Post. I am in a Pin of the Month club for Bizarre Beasts. And this one is the Western Fence Lizard. Wow, what's happened with the color here? There we go. The Western Fence Lizard. There's a little purple tummy. I got the uncommon one. Woohoo. I'm excited. Okay, let's get back to the chat. There we go, red bubble. Hey, Lisby, how was the specialist appointment? The hand stitching on the zip will be my challenge. Yeah, me and hand stitching are not the best of friends. So I'll have to have a look. John says that Nyasha sent me a video for double-sided mosaic, so you don't have to have those huge loose row of single crochets on the back of the queen. I might do a quick scarf that way. So what do you mean by like the gills? Are you talking about like these gills? They're not my favorites, I can tell you that right now. But I don't have too many. Mine aren't too big, but we'll see. That sounds interesting. I have a whole pile of hexagons Mum cut out. So when I'm in a bit of a crafting rut, I'll hand sew a few of those together. That's a good idea. You didn't get your glasses? No, because I went to the front gate, not into the house. It's the other way. Goodness me. Lisby got a good start. Healing's going great. A long way from better, but they're happy with me for following advice. Awesome. Oh, no. Wait till you get to chart 3 for the big diamonds. Okay, thanks. Great. That's exciting. It's a good star. It's a good star. That's all right. I'll be typing something on my phone. It'll bring up the autocorrect. I'll be like, yep, I'll have that. Tap that. Cool, send. I need to realize it didn't actually change the thing I wanted to change. And I'm just like, so annoying. So annoying. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that was the courier, maybe, because I can't remember the address that I gave for the Snyder Spindle. I think I normally do the post office box for Etsy stuff. But I have no idea. I don't know. I should probably like look it up and see where it's at. 2, 2, 3. I can do this. I could do this without glasses as she pushes her arms as far away from possible. Oh dear. We'll see. We'll see if we can pull this off. I don't feel like there's much in the way of eye strain. Could be wrong. Don't know. Friday ketchup is off. She'll be back after. See you later. Enjoy whatever it is that you're off to do. Yeah, you could check the order and it will tell you. Yeah. My phone autocorrect's gone to fun. I don't even change it most of the time. I mean, they're kind of interchangeable, right? I think I do lesson 6 of the Buy Crafty boot camp. It's a small cowl and hat. That sounds fun. Heading to the fun range and ranting about fun control. I like that. I like that. And then we do 2. Bring the hands into the camera angle. 1. Here we go. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it sorted. I am still frazzled about this morning's internet, so please let me know if anything happens. Everything here on my end says I have an excellent connection. Oh, guys, you know how last week I installed a Wi-Fi extender here out into the shack so that just doing all the normal things, I don't have to mess around with the connections anymore. Sorry, my shirt's being naughty. I came out on Monday and over the weekend ants had moved into it and it had stopped working, funnily enough. So I had to go and clean all the ants out. It's working again now, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, which that's no good for live streaming. I don't use that for live streaming. That's just good for like order printing and watching YouTube and, you know, downloading rather than uploading. It has a very terrible upload speed. Like it's a joke. In saying that, I think our home currently has a terrible upload speed, and I've got a new router to test to see if it's the router that's the problem, because it was going great and then it was trash. So today I ran a cord out to try and fix up the speeds, and it was still terrible. So I'm actually doing 5G off my mobile phone. So fingers crossed the 5G tower doesn't have a big old hiccup or something. So, you know, we'll soon find out. The advantage is we're on StreamYard, and if that does happen, StreamYard will keep the stream running until I can join back in. So, you know, yay for StreamYard. They won't actually stop sending the signal to YouTube until I hit stop. So that is super helpful in instances where the internet is crashy or laggy, or like a friend of mine, he is a professional live streamer, but he lives in an area, like in a country, in an area where they get constant like brownouts and blackouts. So his internet will flick off and on right in the middle of the 2-hour stream. And so he changed over to StreamYard purely so that he would have time to reboot his router and get back on stream again. And it's just like, that works, but it also works if your internet drops out. So not just your power. So that's cool too. So yeah, lots of advantages. And we get to have things like this. We can pop up Holly saying, I hate ants. Me too. Abby's allergic to them. So we really got to try and keep them out of the house. Oops, click the wrong one. When you change the quality of the stream, what is the difference? So on your end, when you change the quality of the stream, so if you choose a higher quality that uses more data, the image should be crisper and cleaner. If you use less data, it gets a bit blurrier. It's probably the easiest way to describe it. The audio should stay pretty well the same. So yeah. Freaking nodded off. Gosh. Yeah. So if you choose it to be like a higher quality, so you want a larger number. So like I stream in 1080p, but you can watch it like 320, 480, 570. You can choose any of those options to save your data on your end. But yeah, it's up to you. Claire is in the house. Hey, Claire. Hello, watching you from the couch on my TV. Love the blanket. Feels like I'm watching a crochet tutorial. You should make tutorials. Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? Oh, gosh. Lisby says a support walker has bought her a crochet mag to cheer her up. That is an awesome support worker. Yeah, there are yarn vending machines in places around the world. Absolutely. There are definitely yarn vending machines. I'm working on some stuff, Claire. You know that. Some things are happening. I got to wiggle back in the middle. I don't know why I ended up over. I know why I ended up. The chart's over there, so I'm like leaning to the chart to get closer to it so I can read it. I know what's going on now. I've worked it out. So for those of you that have just joined the chat, this is Chantel crocheting without glasses because I've left my glasses inside and it's muddy grass and I don't want to walk through the muddy grass bits and upset the dog and deal with crybaby Louie, who'll be all like, well, let me come and join the live stream and then I'll come in and rip apart another blanket and I'll eat all your yarn because I'm a yarn monster. So yeah. Lispy says, how did I not know this? Japan's got some seriously good vending machines and they have yarn in their vending machines. You need shed glasses. I do need shed glasses. You're right. And I had some shed glasses, but they're inside too. They're a different focal length. So I've got like 2 sets of reading glasses and one are extended readers and one is standard readers. So I usually use the extended readers out here, but I don't have either pair. They're both inside. Because I walk around with them on top of my head when I'm not reading things because I can't look out in them. And I'm still adjusting to wearing reading glasses, all right? It's only been 12 months, all right? Jen says, I don't know how you live without glasses. Jen, I've had where I need distance glasses my entire life, or most of my life. And so I'm used to taking them off to do things because I can't work with glasses on, and I'm still adjusting to remember to pick up different glasses. And I'll be like, oh, that's hard to see. And I'll take off my reading glasses. I'll be like, oh, no, put those back on. So, yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to deal with it. Not sure. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, so I just had to double check because infected area, I don't know who you are, so I just needed to double check what you were talking about. Not sure if it'll help, but we've got dual WAN router set up with a wireless bridge, so our internet shares over both the NBN and our 5G. I like that idea. That is an awesome idea, because NBN is a dog and doesn't always work. So I'll definitely have a little look into that and see what I can do. Sorry, infected area. I didn't mean to like drop you down instantly, but we need to be. I need to be cautious. You know the deal. You're an internet person. So yeah. So I'm working on the Queen. I have my Aurora. If you guys want to see where I'm up to with Aurora, she's just over the side. Yep. Claire says I've got an alarm set for Chantel and Stephanie's now, so no excuses. Lisby's husband. Okay. Hello. That makes more sense. Oh. Freaky is my annoying husband. I don't think Freaky is your husband, Lisby. Yeah. Yeah, no excuses now, Claire. No excuses. Holly wants to see Aurora. Okay, Holly, hang on just 1 second and I'll get her out. I just want to finish where I'm up to here before I forget. I just need to do one more stitch. There we go. Okay, so I'm just like, I'll make it flat. Pa-ching. Got my little crochet hook bag. This is an optional extra when you put in an order at the little crochet hook, is that you can get one of these gorgeous bags and they're like mag snapped and everything. Like, hello. And they're solid. They're a good size too. Like crochet hook size for gauge. All right. So I have her head. Her head is made. There's her little face looking up at you. Okay. And I have to say, the stitch definition, this is a bit blown out with this much light. Might just see the stitch definition on this guy is so good. I'm so impressed. This yarn is just lovely. I'm also working on now, where is it? Look, I bought extra. I've got extra black thread so I can make lots of things. Keeping it in my little amigurumi bag. I'm currently working on her torso. So, you know, we're getting there. And in my bag of tricks, for some reason I have 2 pairs of scissors. That's weird. There's some more colors. So these are the rest of the colors. So, oops, blue. So there we go. Come back, little head. That's where we're up to. I'm pretty far behind. It was just totally stupid that I did not read. This is why we read the instructions before we start, which I didn't do. And this is what happens is you get to, I started here and I got to here and realized, I got to like here and realized I needed to go back and put the eyes in. So I ordered the eyes. Great. I didn't even read the next sentence in the pattern. I was waiting for the eyes, which was to stitch this in. And I went through, I have a lot of cross stitching threads. I just assumed I had black. I didn't pull any out. I didn't check. So yeah, it was dumb. And so I'm well delayed, but I love how the back finishes off. I'm not sure. That's very bright. Let me just, where's the controller for the light here? There we go. That's a little less bright. There you go. That's her head butt. Head. Focus on it, little thing. You can do it. There we go. Very nice stitch definition on that. So yeah, so that's where I'm up to with this. Actually, that's much better with that light being less bright. Show us, wait a second. I'm just having a look in the chat here. I've missed some stuff. Anyone else prefer stopping the cream rose on an SC instead of a DC? Just me. I like to stop on a DC usually because it helps me remember. It's because there's less of those in the pattern, or at least where I'm up to. Does she recommend the traveling yarn for the BOR marker back around? She does, but she has lots of recommendations, but I personally just prefer using a removable. But yeah, she says if you don't have one, you can use the traveling yarn. One pair for cutting the light color, yeah, for the scissors, yeah. She's going to be so cute when she's done. I'm hoping so. My track record with the amigurumi is not great, and that's why I'm really hoping, like, the pattern instructions are so intense, and just so just clear that I'm really hoping that it's enough so that I don't trash it, because I'm terrible. Oh, hey, Sally, welcome to the chat. Otherwise, if you make a mistake and need to pull back around, you don't know where the previous round started if you move your marker. And you can kind of see it though, right? You get that little, I get a little line because my tension changes. So I can kind of see where it is. But you're right, yes. But, you know, I kind of check each, because we're doing, especially at the moment, we're doing decreasing every such and such a number of stitches. You know when you get to the end of the round if you've done it right, so you don't have to. Show us your hair, but I already showed you my hair. Told you you're overexposed. Sorry, John. You're right. The light, I do normally drop it down because it turns on at a certain setting. This particular light that I have set up here for this camera turns on at a particular setting. I normally drop it down a couple of notches, but I forgot. Oh, Sally's hair. I forgot that Sally was off getting a haircut this morning. Sorry. BOR is beginning of round. That's right. Andrea stops at the DC. It's how she keeps pattern going ahead. Me too, Andrea. High five to you. Leanne says, my eyes are still not arrived, but I've made all the bits of Albert the Mouse. Yep, marker is what I've been using too. Yep. I mean, because you need bigger eyes than me, otherwise I'd just tell you to come and get some eyes. So, yeah, she's talking about your hair. Sorry, Sally. Sorry, Sally. You better put photos in the chat or something. Not this chat, but, you know, the other chat. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pack up this guy. And sorry, I thought I heard a car. I'm going to pack up this guy. Girl. Aurora's a girl. Everybody, Aurora's a girl. For some reason, 2 pairs of scissors. I mean, they're inside scissors, so they're going back in. And all the colors back in. Wrap you up a little. Head in. That goes in. Try not to lose any of this. Get back in the bag, all your little bits of yarn things. Scooch. And this is the pattern. You probably can't see it very clearly because I just used draft print copy. I've now moved the pattern over onto my iPad, so I'm working on my iPad. I'm so not used to having a tablet for patterns that I keep forgetting that I put Knit Companion onto my iPad, and so I keep forgetting to use it. So I have put the Queen on there, and I have put Aurora on there, and a couple of others that I was working on. Like Manic Monday was on the iPad, but I keep forgetting to use it because I'm still not used to it being part of my thing. I'm a paper girl. You guys know that. I tend to print them out and then draw all over them and stuff. But I'm trying to be better and waste less paper. I'm trying to be better, but it's not good. Is there a smaller project that uses the mosaic technique? I don't have the stamina for a whole blanket. Yes, Claire, there are. So Tina has a pencil case, like a little pouch at the moment for your hooks and things like that. Heaps of people making that at the moment. That's my next thing. I'm actually tempted that when I get bored of this, because it'll happen, to use that as my break. So yeah, maybe. Check your messages. I can't. My phone's all the way over there. Is there a photo of hair in there, or is there something else that I need to know about? Because if there's something I need to know about, I'll open up Facebook on my computer and see. But I try not to open up too many things. Oh yeah, there's a bag pattern. Yeah. There is. Oh, okay. All right, guys, I'm going to be right back in a second. I'm just going to check this message from Abby and see if she's okay. So I'm just going to pop us onto the be right back screen. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you getting on to me. Hang on a second. Thanks for your patience, guys. I really appreciate that. Sorry if you bounced because you didn't know what was going on. Just jumping back into the comments here. Lisby's looking at making a bag. Oh, I can't tell you the designer's full name. God, hang on a second. It's Tina. There you go. That's her full name. I can't say it. Somebody can a mod throw in a link for Claire? That would be great. Sorry, can a mod? Yeah, that's all right. So I'm just sending Abby some messages, and she's just getting back to me now. So I may have to cut the stream short. I'm not sure yet. So she spells her name with thorns. That's right. She also does step-by-step tutorials, which is fantastic. So no glasses again. I didn't go inside. I sat here and messaged Abby. Goodness me. I already did. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. You like John's pronunciation? Yeah. Something really long because she's from Iceland. Yeah. So yeah. Did school make her head teacher, and she gave, but pretty much that's what she's trying for. She's trying for the rest of the day off. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, they use patronyms. I don't know what that means. I'm not clever. I don't know what that means. Okay. All right. So back to what we're doing while I wait for more messages. She's okay. Yeah, she's all right. She's safe. So it's nothing too bad. Just stuff. I'm not, how do I put this? This is gonna sound really harsh. I'm not actually that worried. She's more worried than I am. I'm like, yeah, deal with it, move on. Sally says your face cam's a bit blurry. I'm not sure if it's my internet connection. It could be, actually, you know what? It's probably mine because I moved my phone away from the spot so I could check for messages. Hang on. There we go. We'll see if we've got a bit of a better upload speed now. Oh, we froze. We'll see what happens. Oh, it means your surname is for your father's first name. Okay. All right, so I've moved the phone back to where it was, but yeah, we do have upload problems today, everybody. So yeah. Yeah, so I am not sure what's going. Anyway, she said that would be your reaction. Yeah, it is a little. I'm a little bit that person. So yeah. All right. So just checking the messages. I can still see it. Hello, Jenna. Long time no see. It has been a long time no see. Absolutely. I need 3 on that one. Oops, I've still got the patronyms there. So not frozen there. Jen, long time no see. Oh, how cute is your little doggy image you've got right there? So adorable. Bye, Kim. Have a fun time. Yeah, it is blurry. Guys, we're having some upload issues here. I've got the best connection going that I kind of can at the moment. We've got wet weather and my house router's playing up, so I am on my phone on a 5G connection, but I did just move my phone away from the window so that I could message with my daughter and find out if she was okay. So sorry if it's gotten a bit too blurry for everybody. What I might do is I might stop the banner from rolling, so that's a little bit less bandwidth. We'll see. We will see. We'll see what we can see. So, yeah. So after my queen is done, which is still some time away, I might say. I am only partway through chart 2, because I'm doing a very large queen. It is 2 meters wide or thereabouts. So it does take me some little time to get each row done, and there's lots of rows. And when I'm live streaming, those rows take even longer. So it takes me about an hour a row. Like I still haven't, I'm not finished 1 row since we started live streaming. So yeah. But yeah, so after this, I definitely want to have a go at making that that zipper case. I'm very interested in having a go at that and trying this in the round. I'm not quite sure how it will go. My phone is sitting over there. Everything's still saying excellent connection, but I'm just not sure why it's being so blurry. I'm sorry. John says 17 minutes a row. You may still finish before me. Well, I mean, 17 minutes a row when I just sit down quietly in my own time and time a row. It's an hour a row easily if I'm live streaming. And it's not like I sit down and do like row after row after row at 17 minutes. I'll do a row and go and do something, and I'll come back and I'll do a row and I'll, go off and do something. I have row breaks. So yeah, it's a bit of that. If you're watching here, this camera is picking up the colors a lot better actually than it was. The red's a little pink, it's a little bit blown out, but these other colors look to be quite good. But we've always had problems with the red on the camera, haven't we? So yeah. I can't see messages from Abby anymore. I'm going to have to go over and have another look at the camera, at the phone. I'm sorry, guys, if my attention is distracted, but you guys know the deal. Family first, right? Sally says, as long as we can hear you, which we can, it's all good. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Sally. So what are you all working on? Like, oh, actually, and while you're popping that in, one thing I wanted to do, which I haven't done yet, is I want to go in and thank our current Patreon. So I'm going to bring that screen over. Oops, I need to move John's comment off the screen. How do I do that? I need to go back to the chat and move John's comment off the screen, and then back over here, and then back onto the, okay. So these are our current Patreon. So I want to say a huge thank you to all the people on this list and all of you who watch live and join in for the replays as well, but especially to the people on this list, because without these people, we wouldn't be able to upgrade cameras. We wouldn't be able to buy mics when the mic dies, and we wouldn't be able to get a lot of the things done for the live stream that we need to do. And it's with the monthly support that all of these amazing people give that makes that possible and doable. Live streaming is not free. And as you can see, even with a good internet connection, we have bad days, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I just wanted to say a huge shout out and a huge thank you to the patrons who jump in and support every month. If Patreon is not something that you could do, which I 100% understand, there's another option. We have another option. So I'm just going to drop it down into the me cam. If you have a look in the description below, there is an option called Buy Me a Coffee, and it's a one-off donation. And I think I've got each coffee set at like $4. And so if you don't feel like you could comfortably give once a month, but you could give every now and again, and you could buy me a coffee, and that would definitely be one way to support the Fiberific journey and the Fiberific channel, so we can keep doing all of these things and having fun and chatting and doing crafty stuff. So I wanted to say a massive thank you to those of you that already do support very regularly, everyone here in the chat, obviously, as well as those that jump in and support on Patreon and also purchase from my website and buy my Redbubble merch. Like, you guys are amazing, and I just want a massive thank you. And I want to make sure that this is a thing every week in the live stream. I want to say thank you, especially to those that go in and pop into Patreon or buy me a coffee, or specifically go that step further than they really need to. Really is what it boils down to. So thank you to all of you. Now back to the craft, lady. And the chat's gone. Come back, chat. Okay. Sandy is currently working on a fringe for her friends, twisting a fringe for her friend's birthday blanket. What do you use to twist with? Do you just do it by hand, or have you got like a twisty thing? So there's tools for it. Sally says, right now modding the chat. She's just come back from a haircut, but craft-wise, she's been working on crocheting a cardigan, which she had to restart. Oh, no. Leonie, the mittens are done. Yes, both mittens. Fantastic. And 3 days before he leaves for Alpine School, I was asked to make a laundry bag. Oh, that's not last minute at all. That's great. And I'm glad you got it all done in time. That's fantastic. Sally, thank you for throwing the link up for Buy Me a Coffee. I really appreciate that. Kathy says, you are welcome. Thank you for being here on stream. Thank you, Kathy. Sandy says, I'm using a twisty tool thingy. Guys, I'm just going to double check to see if Abby has sent back any messages. So just bear with for a second. I'm going to leave the cameras and everything running, and I'm just going to have a quick look just to make sure I haven't missed anything. No, she's annoyed at me because I told her to suck it up. Because I'm a good mum. I'm a good mum like that. It's like part of life. Move on. Okay, topping up the tea. So for those of you that are just coming to the chat, today's tea is tea for Talia, mint slice. It's delicious. It's fast becoming one of my favorites. I'm normally a French Earl Grey girl, but I'm really enjoying this one for sure. Teaching her resilience. That's right. That's exactly right. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do anyway. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it's working. Lucky I hadn't forgotten that far when I frogged it. I'd crocheted it for a while and forgot that I was doing, and my stitch count was off. Oh, yeah, that's frustrating. That's so frustrating. Kathy says it sounds yummy. It is yummy. It's so good. And last week when I had the French Earl Grey, I really felt like I was missing out because I was like, I tossed up. I was like, should I have? No, I should have a different one. Nope. Back to this one this week. Kathy says, I like minty teas and spicy teas. Yeah, and it's like, look, it's a mint tea that has milk, okay? It's not a herbal tea. It's minty and just a little bit smooth chocolatey. I don't know how, sorry, I was just thinking about how else to describe it. I don't know how else to describe it. That's where I'm at. It's just delicious tea. It's just delicious too. Do you guys have any favorite sort of beveragino that is a bit different? That's like, you know, mint sliced tea. So that's a bit different. So do you have something that you like to drink that's just a bit odd? Oh, John, is this another saying that means a different thing in Australia than it does in other countries? Because here it just means you can't decide and you know. Buying a tea is $5.61 with the conversion rate today. Is that the buy a coffee thing? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Game Widow says that she can also remember Nat's tea of strawberries and cream tea and the choc vanilla. Wow. That they sound good. I don't actually, I've had the choc vanilla. I definitely prefer the mint slice over the choc vanilla, but I've never had the strawberry and cream. Jen says, oh my goodness, that sounds really good. I drink Earl Grey almost every day. Yeah, I like a French Earl Grey over a standard Earl Grey, but this is winning. This is, you know, Lisby likes death tea from the Art of Tea in Tassie. I'm allergic to lavender, so there is no lavender tea in my life. So, yeah. Tossed up could be you ate cookies and they made a return visit. Not always good. Oh, okay. All right. Knitspin Girl says she likes the mulled wine tea from TT. Now, I just like straight up mulled wine. Like, hello. Tossing your cookies. Okay. All right. I'm getting it. Yes. No, it means a different thing here. It's not what it means here. You keep drinking tea and talking about tea and my brain got confused. Oh, dear. I'm just going to do something. Hopefully it doesn't trash anything. We'll soon find out. I just wanted to check something briefly. Next. Next. Hopefully the stream is not crashing while I quickly do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. Okay. All right. I was just checking something. Oh, something bad happened. Something bad happened. Did you guys see the bad thing? I saw a bad thing. I won't do that again, I promise. Jenna says she has to try French Earl Grey. Yep. Oh, I find Earl Grey is a bit stringent, but I was trying to click that one and it moved. I have to try French Earl Grey. Yep. Yeah, tossed up here is more like tossing a coin. That's right. You toss it up and you've got to make a decision based on one or the other. Crochet with Claire says, oh my God, Tina designs shawls. Yeah, she does. She designs everything. For sure. For sure. Will you try one is Leanne's question. Would you try and make one, Claire? Because they look fun. They look fun. I haven't tried one. This is my first Tina project. Is this monstrosity? It's not a monstrosity. Monstrously sized project. I didn't go with the small little knee rug option that I could have taken quite easily. Of course not. Who does that? Who doesn't jump in with both feet? So do you guys like if a project has like a tiny option for testing versus like a full size crazy option, do you guys all jump in with the crazy option, or is that just me? Down the rabbit hole for you, Claire. Absolutely. She also has a cardigan for little ones. Oh, I didn't know that. Let me keep an eye on the chat. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Show. Oh, no, hang on. Go big or go home. I'm with you on that one. But what I was trying to show is it keeps disappearing. The chat's moving too quick again. I think I need to make one because currently I have no whips, said no crocheter ever. Sally says, go full size. We all know size matters. John says, I started with the Apache Tears scarves first. Okay, so that's a bit of a smaller foray into the mosaic crochet for sure. Like compared to a blanket, it's smaller. It's still a big project. Oh goodness, Knitspin Girl says nothing quite like trying something new with a mega sized version. I do that all the time. It's a mood thing. Yeah, bigger the better. Oh, hang on, mouse is being naughty. Here we go. Mine too. The Queen is my first Mosaic. I think many of us jumped into the Queen as our first try. How good are we all going? I mean, we're still going. That's the thing. Like, it's not like we quit. You know, like some of them got put into timeout, or got backburnered while we worked on something else for a little while. But I mean, you've still got yours, and I've still got mine. You haven't frogged it. Yours is just tucked away, waiting to be. Oh, wait a second. Look at this. Look what Lisby's saying here. This is a total untruth. We did not bully her into a queen. We just suggested that it might be a cute thing to make. Goodness me. Who here votes that we bullied Lisby into making a queen? That beautiful, beautiful rainbow and cream queen that she's making. Goodness me. Kathy says that my first Tina pattern was a Havana. I haven't finished it yet, but finished the second one first. Are you going to finish the Havana, do you think? Lisby says, what's the point if you don't do the full thing? Yeah. Andrea says, I think it depends on the techniques used. With brioche, I started with a beanie so I could get the hang of the technique. You know what? Me too. My first brioche was that rainbow beanie. But in saying that, I've started a shawl, but I don't like how it's like. I don't like the colors that I chose, so I haven't really gone much further. I like this. Dive in head first, ask questions later. Totes. That's me for sure. John says, even C2C, I made a scarf before I made the blanket. John, you're a bit more clever than, well, maybe not clever, but maybe more reserved, craft reserved. I've done the Havana first and thought I wasn't going to do another mosaic, but then I got FOMO when you're all doing it in Zoom. Oh, gosh. No, but you did guilt me into getting some photos done and uploaded. I mean, did it take that much, really? Really? I think all I said was something along the lines of, you can't sell your stitch markers if you don't have photos and put them online. I think that's all it took. I don't even remember going on about it. I think that was about it. I'm sure there's easier baby blankets. Yes, there probably are. But does it not look stunning? Is what you're working on not beautiful? I think it's gorgeous. And you're doing well, honestly. I think it's looking amazing. I love the queen. It just needed a rest, a big rest. Oh, dear. Maybe I got depressed when I took it out and saw it was shorter than I thought. Oh. I mean, that happens. That definitely happens. Like sometimes you think, okay, I'm nearly finished this thing, and then you pull it out and you look at it and you're just like, I've got a lot more to do than I thought I had to do. And it can be off-putting. It can be it can kill the mood. Like you're like, right, I'm just going to jump in and finish this thing off and get it done. And then you look at it and you're like, man, this has got so much work left on it. This is not a getting it finished job. So I definitely understand that. The thing that's driving me with the queen is I'm still getting through some of my colors for the first time. I haven't gotten to the middle yet. So there's that. But also, B, that technique that she has for encasing the edges. I had to go on, like I did the little W sample thing to see if I could even do the technique. So I suppose I did a sample, right? But it wasn't usable. It was just, and I really want to get it. I want to try and do that. I want to make that filled edging, and because I think it just finishes it off beautifully. So I think I'm like, I want to get there. I want to do that, and I want to get there. So yeah. Yarn and time are expensive. Absolutely they are. Absolutely. Lisby says that she's loving it. See, we knew it was a good fit for you. Kathy says it'll be smaller if you do fewer repeats. Yes, it would be. If I buy a book with new to me technique and they recommend starting at the beginning of the book because it's the easier ones at the front, I tend to like the hard one at the back, so I do that. It depends on on what we're doing. So in that vein, I bought Charlene Church's Sensational Knitted Socks books, which are like these sock recipe books. They're phenomenal. If you want to knit socks and you knit all different socks and you want a whole pile of different designs, oh my God, get those books. I think I've got them in my, oh, what's that? I've got an icky bit of yarn. What are you? I don't even know what's wrong with you. I'll see if I can hide you in the treble. So yeah, it's called Charlene Church's Sensational Knitted Socks, and then she's got another book called More Sensational Knitted Socks, and they're both fantastic. And she starts off at the book with like this little tiny, like it's small. It's not even a baby sock. It's just this tiny sock that basically teaches you what like the different words are. And I had never made a sock in my life. And so I started there and then jumped to the back of the book. I was like, right, I could do that. Let's go. Leanne says, my tension changed a tad from the last time I was working on it. Did yours? I was working on the red and then put it away. I don't think so. Or at least it's not noticeable. The advantage with big fluffy yarn is you do get a little, you get a little bit of leeway with it. John says I did extra chart 3 repeats, so I don't think I have to do chart 5 repeats. But then your beginning and your end won't match. That would, no, they have to match. Oh gosh. I call that dream progress. You've dreamed it was further along, or dreamt you were working on it, but not in the reading world. It's, yeah, disappointment is what it is. Leanne's worried. Sorry, Sally's worried about that. You're not going to know until you try and have a go on it, honestly. Andrea says the border is scaring her because of the huge scale of it. Massive scale, like massive. You're so right. So yeah, it is huge scale for sure. But I think it'll be fun. Like, you don't think it'll be fun? Like, seriously, I think that's going to be way more fun than weaving in all of this. Like, I don't want to weave any of that in. So I'm like, dude, show me how to encase it, because that's what I want. I just want to encase it and it's over. So yeah, I don't want to have to weave two ends in for every row, for sure. Not. John likes chaos. Shocking, John. That's shocking. Sensational knitted socks is on Ravelry. It's also in my I have to double check, but I think it's in my Amazon store as well. One stitch at a time. Yep. I'm a bit nervous for the double border too, Andrea, but we'll do it together and we'll watch Chantel do it. Oh gosh. You watch Chantel flounder while she does it. Is that the entertainment factor? Oh my gosh. I'm so worried I'll get bored doing it. I don't reckon we will, because we'll be tucking in all these ends, and every time you finish a section, you'll just be like, oh, yeah, nearly there, oh my God. And then all of a sudden all your ends are gone and you're like, sweet ass brew. Lisby says, I'm glad my queen is smaller than yours. That border is going to be insane. The borders are going to be good. Stop saying these scary things. I don't want to be scared by the border. I'm trying to be hyped by the border, you know? Yeah, I want to be hyped. I want to be excited to do it. I don't want to be terrified. You guys had me terrified of chart 2. And I'm just like, it's not scary. Chart 2 isn't scary. What are you talking about? What did I do wrong? And I sat down and watched an hour's worth of videos, step by stepping through 4 rows of chart 2, because I was convinced I'd done something wrong. Here we go. I found the queen border easier than the Havana border, so I just did the easy border. Oh, yeah, because the Havana border, you carry the pattern into the border, don't you? Or you do a pattern within the border. I think I would definitely prefer to have the border just the solid purple. Like, my plan is to have it the solid purple, and just have that, like, you know, single color, bam, done. Oh, John, here we go. Scary stuff. I did 15 rows of granny for a border on my king size granny blanket, and each row took me 4.5 hours. So, John, for perspective, how long does a row of a queen take you? So that I can put that into perspective. Just asking for a friend. My plan is the striped border. Oh, because you've got that beautiful, beautiful rainbow, haven't you? Ooh, yeah. That's going to be a little bit more work, but not by much. Depends on how much typing I do. Fair enough. Fair call. Fair call, John. Goodness me. How's our upload going? It's still blurry as anything. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry, everybody. I tried very hard to have a nice clear stream for us today, and it just has not worked out that way. Actually, let me just double check. Yeah, I'm still on the hotspot. I thought, oh, for a second there, I thought, oh, no, maybe I'm on the wrong connection, but no, I'm on the best connection we've got. It's just dodge. It's just a dodgy connection today, everybody. We've got weird weather. It's been a bit rainy, and we're also having problems with our router here, so I've got a replacement router I need to switch over to, but like, seriously, switching a router is a pain in the butt, because you've got 11 billion things that you have to go and put the router password into. Oh, you couldn't see the book. I'll have to add it in. because it's such a good book. It's such a good book. I've got both of them. I think they're great. I've made so many pairs of socks. And the thing I love about it is that I'll pop a link into the Fun Zone later so that there's an affiliate link in there. Like, we've got to throw those affiliate links at everybody. But one of the things I particularly loved about the book was that you didn't have to make the socks with sock yarn, like 4-ply yarn. And so I was making Tim socks to go into his steel caps using the 10-ply Bendigo Luxury. And because of how it works, you kind of work out, okay, I'm using this much. You do a gauge swatch. Sorry to say that, but you do a gauge swatch to work out how many stitches per inch you get, and then you can work out, okay, I need to do this many stitches on this many. And the patterns also cover DPNs, magic loop, and two circulars. Sorry, brain was not getting in there. And so yeah, it was definitely it was good because it's kind of like listed out in like blocks. So if you're a circular knitter, you could follow the circular color and move through. It was really good. It was really good. Rained on my walk through the city this morning, but hasn't rained at Banyo since I got to work. Okay. A queen row takes me about an hour. My rows are 48 inches wide. It goes quicker. I have trouble getting into the queen loops. Yeah, okay. And you're on row 401. I'm currently on row 128. I frogged my border on my Havana because I didn't like the color I chose, but doing the double is clever, hiding in the fringe ends. I think it's a really clever idea. I'm at the end. What do I do here? Hang on, I just got to move my little doobie. Like, it's simple. It's a single crochet to the end. We're going to get to work with the orange a little bit this morning. Probably won't get a row in because of how long it takes to do a row. But we'll see. I wish there was a way that I could tighten up this stream for you guys, but I can't. It just says it's got like an unstable connection. I just found where it says that on this other software. I just spotted it then. Woohoo! I mean, yay for knowing where something is. All right, scissors. It's like, oh, I can't find any small scissors. It's because they're all in. Oh, you guys don't even want to know what I just did then. Oh my goodness. Note to self, have your glasses on when you're cutting. Oh, goodness me. Lisby is off. Oh, here we go. We've got some updated news. Oh, I've got visitors, so I've got to leave early. Bye. Enjoy human contact. A Queensland mask update's been extended to the 23rd. Pooh. My question is, are the borders closed? Are they closing the border? I would like to know, because I reckon they're gonna. That's my personal feeling. Football's over now, so they're going to close the border to New South Wales. Because I'm like, yeah, I reckon that's exactly what she was waiting for football to be over. All right, so I had some serious yarn bath with this orange, right? Absolute serious yarn bath. And so I'm still working through the yarn bath. How many rows later? Is that just one? Oh, it's only one row later. I just need to mark off on my chart where I'm up to so that when I pick up the chart and move it, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, so when I pick up my chart and move it, that I'm okay. All righty. Chintami says, don't forget to thumbs up, everybody. Thank you. If you could thumbs up, that would be awesome. Friday's ketchup said, as long as I can get to Mackay next week, I'll be happy. I can't imagine why you wouldn't be able to, honestly. Keep your germs over there on the big island. Yeah. Oh, dear. Game Widow says, watching the news very closely will determine if I head to Bendigo tomorrow. So for those of you that are in Victoria, because if you're in New South Wales, you can't go. And if you're in Queensland, it's iffy if you'll be able to come home. But if you're in Victoria, Bendigo Sheep and Wool Show is on this weekend. And so if you can, supporting those vendors that could actually get there would be super awesome. And going in and checking it all out and come on, don't catch the purple. You caught the purple, didn't you? You little stinker. Try again. Try again. Okay. Here we go. Drag. No, didn't drag through both loops. Try that again also. This bit is bad. Oh, boss is heading up to Bendigo this afternoon. Well, good luck. I'm assuming she's flying, so that's, you know, that'll make it easier. Yeah. All right. Now I'm just having a quick look at the chart. I counted and I've got how many I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Lots. We should use up most of the yarn bath by the end of this section, let alone row, I would say. It'll definitely be gone by the end of the row. I hate carrying around a project that's got like this. Hey, you can't see. There you go. It's got all that just like bleh. I hate that. That annoys me so much. It's like, but I can never seem to pull out a center pull because I like to do center pull on these when I'm doing this particular project. So yeah, it is definitely it's because it's like I don't use the whole ball and I'll need it for the next half. And so I don't want them to get all messy and gross. And I just certainly don't want to lose the yarn color tags because I need those. Because, you know, I do. But yeah, so I'm center pulling for this particular project. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 2. Then, oh, look at this. There's an actual knot. How annoying. Stop that. Nobody likes your knots. Just. Oh, gosh. Game Widows wants to support the vendors that are there. Yep, awesome. So many vendors have pulled out, yeah. And a lot have had to pull out in the last couple of days because they were in New South Wales and can't get there. John says I ball and bowl. Fair enough. Fair enough, John. And honestly, I would recommend that, especially like if you're concerned about like knots in the yarn and things like that. Like I had a knot in the one of the colors. So I've got to go in and do a join later. Which is frustrating because, hello, isn't this supposed to be about not weaving in ends? Oh, my God, now I've got ends to weave in. Anyway, it'll be fine. I'll do it. It'll be fine. I don't have my little low internet sign gone now. It's gone. I don't know what that means. It may mean nothing. We'll see. So many baby vendors that won't be around later on. Yeah. Red Heart is good for knots, as in it's got lots or it doesn't have any. So, because I'm using, what have I got here? The Brava. Usually the Brava is pretty good, right? The Knit Picks Brava. I like the Brava. I like how it feels. I like the stitch definition I get with it. I don't like how the red shows up on camera, but aside from that, the rest of it's great. But yeah. Are we getting clearer? Okay. Oh, no. Look, I've got my little low internet connection again. I am. It's, yeah, we'll just have to suck it up. We're nearly there. We're nearly at the end, everybody. 1, 2, and that. Then 1 and that. Oh, here we go. We're getting into some tricky ones now. Goodness me. then 2, then 2. Sorry, I'm just having a look. It's not really a good repeat here. Hang on, I'm nearly at the end of the repeat. And then blip, then blip. Oh, wait. No. That. Then. Hang on a second. I've done something wrong. Hang on, let me look. That, then 1, then 2, then 2, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 2, then 2, and 1. So running away, I see somebody has gone live I've not seen or heard from in months. Have fun, freaky geek. Absolutely. You got to do it when you can. For sure. Yeah. And now blurry. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Kathy. We were getting excited for a second there. Rest of the day. Lol. It's 10 p.m. here. Yeah, I suppose there is that, isn't there? Goodness me. And then that is back to the start. Okay, cool. All right, that's the repeat. That's not my favorite repeat line that I've ever had. I can tell you that right now. So this one might be a not on. I'll try and do it again because I don't want to give up. We've still got 15 minutes. But we'll see. Do you guys ever have craft that you just like can't get your head around? You remember a little while ago, I pulled out the Battenberg to work on, and for the life of me, I could not get the solid squares right, and it was just insanity. It was just insane. I could not do it for the life of me, and I just thought, oh my God, what is wrong with me? I can't do this on camera. I turned the camera off, sat down, and did it in a second, and I was just like. Kathy says, see, we told you. No, it's not harder. It's not harder, Kathy. My favorite ones are the ones that do. Yeah, mine too. Mine too. Yeah, we told you have to concentrate more in chart 2. Shh. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Concentrating. I'm concentrating harder. Drive safe, Chintamani. I hope that you feel okay. Look, see, I did the second repeat. Ha, ha, ha. I'm not 5. I'm not a 5-year-old. After that, it's a breeze. When I was working on the Papillion shawl, I ended up having a glass of wine to relax and it all became easier. Now, did it actually become easier or were you less stressed when it was a mess? Because it's like, that can happen to me when I'm drinking wine. I'm like, oh, it'll do. It's fine. I tend not to drink in craft if I can avoid it, except for Friday nights. Then I always drink in craft. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, see, look, my hands are like doing it automatically now, and I had to stop and double check if I was doing the right thing. Ha ha ha. I made less mistakes. I think Kim's like that with sewing. She can actually sew a bag quicker and more correctly when she's drinking than when she's not. I think is that right, everybody? I can't remember. Sally says, what is everyone up to for the rest of the day? We've got an electrician coming to install our new lounge room lights, finally replacing it. Finally. Time for more tea. Yeah, more tea is definitely going to be happening. Hey, Stephanie Miller. Welcome to the chat. It's been ages. So yeah, this afternoon I've got a video call with someone, and then I may have to go and pick Abby up early from school. I don't know. We'll see if she responds back to my questions. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I don't think so. I honestly don't think so, but I could be wrong. So and then this afternoon, I've got orders to pack, and then I want to crochet on this some more. That's my plan. That's my big plan. I also have some training that I'm watching because tomorrow I'm doing some live training, and I need to have caught up with the modules before I can do my live training. So we'll see how that goes. Working till 3, then heaven only knows, but then there'll be knitting. Yeah. I throw darts better after a few drinks. I play pool better after a few drinks for sure. No plans for Leanne, just hanging out at home, put some soup on. I don't know what I'm going to make for tea tonight. What are you guys all making for tea? I need ideas. It's muggy in Wisconsin as well. Oh, Holly's watching the finale of Loki. I should probably start. Yeah. It is a good soup day here, but Abby doesn't eat soup, so I need to make something else. So, yeah. It's bizarre. Oh, no. Oh, gosh, that doesn't sound exciting. Well, good luck with that. Oh, come on, no knots. Go away. Don't want you. Do you know what? Okay, I'm going to tell you something that's really bizarre, right? So we've got a weak connection for StreamYard, which is sending the data to YouTube. But on YouTube, they're saying, oh, no, we've got an excellent connection. Everything's going great. And you're just like, really? Let her have toast. Take out, no cooking, I refuse. Oh, my gosh. Yes, that would be lovely. That would be so nice. It's not going to happen here, not tonight. But it would be nice. Yeah. Sally says, no idea what I'm having for dinner. Goodness me. Hopefully by next week, our live streaming internet connections will be sorted. I will have sat down and worked out the router issues. So, yeah. Guys, this connection has gotten so hinky. I think I'm actually going to call it a bit early. Because it's bothering me. I'm sorry. It does bother me when the connection is this bad. It really is off-putting. I really appreciate you all putting up with it, the dodgy internet that I have had today. Hopefully some rebooting will solve the issue. I'm not 100% certain, but we'll see. So, you know, thank you all so much for joining into our live stream. Appreciate you all coming. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'm going to have a look through here and see if I've got some inspirations for dinner. I don't really know what I feel like, to be honest. But I will catch you all next time. And next week, we'll see how it all goes. See you later. I've just got to get to the, right windows. See ya. Bye.